We all love the iconic characters of Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball has tons of media and releases that many of these characters don't always make it into those games, at least immediately on release. However, in Gekishin Squadra, they've already made it a point to focus on Dragon Ball GT. We have Baby and Oob. Super as well with the entire map, and Kale, Caulifla, Hit, Zamasu. Z, of course, has everyone. Daima Goku is here, even with the most badass animation menu. I mean, look at this. This is actually crazy that they went so hard on this. And the movies, which also blows my mind. We have BoJack, Cooler, Gamma 1 and 2 as well. But there's such a wide range that they're not afraid to pull from, except for Dragon Ball Original, unfortunately. You guys comment down below which Dragon Ball characters and what roles could they play in Squadra. I want to hear your dream picks, your no-brainer picks, and even do a moveset breakdown. Can't wait to read what you guys think. Subscribe and help rates at 38% even higher because we have a lot coming. The roster selection for Squadra is going to provide a lot of fun replayability because when you think about it, it works really well for the different roles that this game has. Look at Kid Gohan, for example. He's a tech character focusing on buffing allies, increasing our damage and movement speed, while also racking up some great damage himself. But we know there are multiple forms that will be making its way into this game, and easily that can be seen on the menu, like Trunks is being labeled as a teen instead of Future Trunks, which is interesting, and most likely to differentiate from Kid Trunks if he ever makes his way into this game, or long-haired, no-sword melee Trunks from the Time Chamber. Since Kid Gohan is a tech character, we can see Teen Gohan easily being a DPS character in my opinion, and Adult Gohan or Ultimate Gohan could really work well as a tank. I don't know if they would actually do Future Gohan. I feel like it would be really awesome to see Future Gohan, but I wonder if they would make him another tech character as well. I want to hear what you guys think about that in the comments. The Squadra devs have done such an amazing job with the roles in this game. All roles are incredibly fun to play, and even if you are a tank or a tech character and not a DPS, you can still dish out crazy good damage as long as you make your builds correctly and use your defensive moves properly. This might be controversial, but I also think completely removing the healer role that are usually within MOBA games and instead integrating healing capabilities into majority of character movesets is a great move and balance. Tanks have self-heal passives or moves to heal themselves and protect allies, and some tech characters can heal like Majin Buu and provide shields and health like Android 17. Having no healer role lets us able to also make each role deal great damage. So the future of character releases for this game is going to be something very interesting to witness. By the way, we have tons of guides already on the channel and more character guides coming on the way. Cell's guide is up right now. I uploaded it earlier this morning, and you guys need to check that out. He's an actual monster and a bully lockdown specialist that can deal crazy big damage while tanking everything. Seriously, he's become my favorite character in the game, and I had completely been surprised with his entire moveset, let's be real. But this is what I mean. So far with this game, it's exceeded all expectations in that regard. I know there are server issues currently that they're working on, and people are starting to run out of Zenny. And I plan to give as much feedback as I can with these videos, and you guys' comments down below will help with all of that because I do want to see this game continue to live, thrive, and succeed. One of the main things about MOBAs that really turns people off is the selfish aspect about it. And I totally agree, it is frustrating. In games like Smite, even though a MOBA is a team game, they force selfish mechanics and items that reward selfish playstyles. And it gets ruined whenever a teammate secures a kill over you or saves you technically, and unfortunately taking that kill. People fight over this and they call it kill stealing. This is actually a regular thing, and there are many items in MOBAs that require you to build stacks or secure KOs yourself to boost the effects of the item or character. So in team fights, when teammates quote steal kills, you'll see a lot of people raging about it. Or when you're farming minions and using an item like Transcendence in Smite, which requires you to defeat 50 minions in order to level it up and deal more damage, there's even a command to yell at teammates and tell them to leave you alone and say, "I'm building stacks." You see people spamming this a lot. So it was always weird to me that MOBAs are a team game, but enforce and reward selfish elements like that in order to level up or get stronger. You even get more XP and gold in MOBAs if you get the last hit on a minion, which makes a huge difference in progression. That's also in Squadra, but the difference in XP gained is not a drastic amount, and there are tons of camps to go around for people. But overall with Gekishin Squadra, they've completely flipped this whole selfish playstyle being required and directly made it so that gameplay working together never feels like someone just stole your kill, or they're stealing your minions and your XP. This is a major W in a lot of ways, and you can see from all the damage items and defensive items within Gekishin Squadra, they're called divine combo cards. If you read them, the strength and like effects of these items, you can get these by getting KOs on enemies or assisting by helping teammates secure KOs. This might seem minor, but having those two metrics weigh exactly the same is a huge reason why Squadra doesn't feel frustrating, and I love this. Let's be real, the only frustrating things about it right now, besides network issues and the teammates not playing the roles properly, wandering off, trying to 1v2 lanes, feeding enemies free XP in the process, or worse, being paired with a bot teammate. But by the way, I'm actually happy to confirm they do seem to have a crash reload system. I was playing a match here in this footage on screen and bullying this player so much that my game crashed. I'm playing on a PS5 Pro. I was able to restart, log back in, and it put me directly back into the game and did not replace me with a bot. I was able to make it about halfway back into the game, but my teammates had already secured the W, stealing that Dragon Ball shell. I don't know if this is exactly new, but many people were saying that when the game crashes, they can't join back in or everybody gets removed from the lobby. This happened to me on Saturday night, September 13th, so this might be a newly added feature. Just wanted to kind of notate that. Even in Pokémon Unite, when it first released, they had items that made differences in how your characters play and the damage that you deal, just like any other MOBA does, and also Gekishin Squadra. But the worst part about this in Pokémon Unite was at first it was very pay-to-win focused, where you could purchase more upgrade coins with real money to boost your items to max levels and equip this to individual characters before the game started. It wasn't something that you could build towards or customize in battle. You had to actually build it beforehand for each character before you queue in. While free-to-play players may only be able to get these items to level 15 or 20 with the in-game free currency, pay-to-win players could just max level boost this with money. However, Pokemon Unite in recent years has reworked this and added even more items as well as trial rentals to boost these items to max levels for you. And now Unite is thriving even more with its existing fan base, hosting Pokemon Worlds events like Hawaii, California, and more to come, all for the community of Pokemon Unite and of course other Pokemon games like TCG. If there's any IP in the world that's just as recognizable or as iconic as Pokemon, it's of course going to be Dragon Ball. And now with Gekishin Squadra, the devs have this focus in the same way Unite is a MOBA Lite, reducing the amount of lanes and minimizing gameplay to 10-minute cycles. We have those same items, but they're called divine combo cards. And the best thing is they're tied completely to in-game and building it up in matches and selecting the ones that you want for your best situation or best scenario. In my opinion, the way MOBAs should do it. I think Gekishin Squadra has completely found their own way with this, and this surpasses the way that Pokemon Unite does it by far. There's a lot of great things going for Gekishin Squadra. I mean, it's on every single platform right now, from Nintendo Switch 1 and 2, PlayStation 4 and 5, as well as Steam on PC, iOS, and Android devices. Unfortunately, for some reason, it's not on Xbox right now, which kind of sucks, and I hope that eventually changes. But the game is completely free to play, cross-play, and cross-account progression-based, meaning that you can play this on the go or at home with the same exact account, something that Unite only limits to Nintendo Switch and mobile devices. Dragon Ball has that edge, being playable on everything, and I can't recommend enough for you guys to actually try this game out. It's a lot of fun. It's free to play as well. There is a bit of a learning curve, but once you get the ball rolling, man, it's a really satisfying gameplay loop. I know solo queuing can be a nightmare in this game, so I'm opening up my Discord community to Gekishin Squadra players and viewers of the channel. You guys can join the community. In our Discord link down below, you can go over to the roles tab on this side, and from here, you're going to select the Gekishin Squadra role, which is this Super Saiyan animated Goku. You click this, it's going to give you the orange Squadra role, and then you can scroll all the way down to the Dragon Ball room and see everybody else that's currently within here. We got about 22 new members for Gekishin Squadra. We want to add as many as we can, so this way solo queuing is no longer a problem, and that we have enough of community members to basically create full stacks and full team parties to play together, and that's honestly how you're going to enjoy this game even more. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new. More Squadra videos are on the way and you don't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ, and thanks for watching.